The Shining is one of the most terrifying horror films of all time. Now, decades later, we return to the world of Danny Torrance in Dr. Sleep, a chilling sequel that explores trauma, addiction, and the power of the supernatural. This is the full breakdown of Dr. Sleep, where we'll uncover every plot point, hidden detail, and the true meaning behind its haunting ending. Let's begin. Our story begins in 1981, Florida. A little girl named Violet Hanson is enjoying a camping trip with her family when she wanders into the woods. There, she encounters a mysterious and enchanting woman named Rose the Hat. At first, Rose seems friendly, charming Violet with magic tricks. But soon, the mood shifts. Strange figures emerge from the woods, surrounding the little girl.
These people are not ordinary. They belong to a secretive cult called the True Knot, led by Rose. They aren't human. They're psychic vampires who feed on the life force of gifted children. The more the children suffer, the more powerful their energy is. Violet realizes too late. She tries to scream, but it's useless. The cult attacks, and she vanishes forever.
Meanwhile, across the country, a young Danny Torrance is dealing with his own nightmare. After escaping the Overlook Hotel with his mother, Wendy, he's deeply traumatized. He refuses to speak and is haunted by the ghosts of the hotel, especially the bathtub lady from room 237. One night, Danny is visited by the ghost of Dick Halloran, his old friend who also had the shine. Dick teaches Danny an important lesson: how to trap evil spirits inside his mind using locked boxes. This becomes crucial in Danny's survival, allowing him to finally silence the spirits that haunt him. And so, young Danny faces his fear. He enters the bathroom and sees the bathtub lady. But instead of running, he uses Halloran's trick, mentally locking her inside a box. From that moment, he starts to heal. He speaks again. But the darkness never truly leaves him. Fast forward to 2011. Danny is now Dan Torrance, played by Ewan McGregor. But he's a broken man. To escape his past, he's fallen into alcoholism and violence. We see him get into a brutal bar fight, then wake up next to a stranger. But what truly disturbs him is what he finds: a small child in the apartment, hungry and neglected. This moment shatters him, as he realizes he's become just like his father, Jack. Dan decides to run away. He takes a bus north, hoping for a fresh start. His journey takes him to Fraser, New Hampshire, where he meets a kind-hearted man named Billy Freeman. Billy recognizes the look of a man running from something. Instead of turning him away, he offers him a chance to rebuild his life. With Billy's support, Dan joins Alcoholics Anonymous and begins to heal. He also finds work at a hospice, caring for the dying. But here, his past catches up with him. Dan starts using his shine again, helping patients pass peacefully into the afterlife. They call him Dr. Sleep. Elsewhere, a powerful force is growing. A young girl named Abra Stone is born with a strong shine, even greater than Danny's. On her 5th birthday, her parents discover her powers when she makes spoons float to the ceiling. She is special, but being special comes with danger. By 2019, the True Knot is struggling. Their food source, shining children, is scarce. Desperate, they find a boy named Bradley Trevor, a gifted baseball player. They abduct him and take him to an abandoned lot, where they begin their horrifying ritual.
They torture him, drawing out his pain to extract his energy, his shine, which appears as misty steam. As they feast, far away, Abra wakes up screaming. She has seen everything through her powers. But so has Rose the Hat, and she now knows of Abra's existence.
At the same time, Dan receives a chilling message, "Red Rum," written on his wall. Abra reaches out to him, warning him of the cult. Dan initially refuses to get involved, afraid of what it could mean. But after a final visit from Dick Halloran, he realizes he must protect Abra. Knowing they need a battleground, Dan and Abra lure Rose to the Overlook Hotel, the place where it all began. The hotel awakens, the ghost stirring once more. Dan walks through the eerie halls, confronting his past. He even meets Lloyd the bartender, who looks exactly like his father, Jack Torrance. Rose arrives, and the final battle begins. She is powerful, but Abra and Dan work together, leading her into a trap. In a desperate move, Dan releases the hotel's spirits, unleashing them onto Rose. The Grady twins, the bathtub lady, and others attack, devouring Rose alive.
But the spirits turn on Dan, possessing him just like they did his father. In his final act of heroism, he sacrifices himself, setting the boiler on fire, destroying the Overlook once and for all.
Abra survives. And though Dan is gone, he lives on as a spirit, watching over her. She embraces her shine, ready to face the world, just as Dan once did. And so, the cycle continues. But this time, the future looks brighter. This was Dr. Sleep, a story of trauma, redemption, and the power of facing your fears.